Thank you all for making it. After the presentation by Hilton and Adrian, I just want to try and give you a sense of how all that sophistication comes down to simplicity in your hand. So bear with me while we try and show you. Okay, thank you. So it comes up. Clearly for us, fundamentally important in this whole thing is we've got no branches. How are we going to deal with the fact that we don't see you? So we've, as Adrian said, not only redesigned the way we think about banking, but we have to think about how you access and interact with us. So this is what happens when you open the app. And the first step is obviously to reuse what we have. So if you have already got a Discovery login, you simply say, yes, I've got one of those. And then it says, what's your username and password? Simply tick some of the permissions. So let's go. Now, the first thing we do from a security perspective is check that the phone belongs to you. Okay, done that. And now, probably the most important part of the whole onboarding journey is we now need you to verify biometrically who you are. Because password and the other credentials are not enough. We need to know it's you. So we have an incredibly powerful facial recognition engine which compares the face we're about to see with the record at Home Affairs and tells us it's you. Bear with me. I have to turn a bit. That's it. And as you can see, it's not a still selfie. It's a video clip to prove liveliness, that you're alive. Not that we should have to do that if you're on Discovery, but if you're not. Okay, let's go on. So then we ask you to confirm your details. So thank you. And then in your salary, I'll be working hard at Discovery. I'm trying to get better, but bear with me. Clearly, this is a simulated demonstration. I'm not going to tell you exactly everything. You'll see later. It's Adrian's pocket money, but anyway. And here's your account. And it's a set of accounts. It has selected for me the bundle by looking at my profile. And there you see it's automatically selected a transaction account, a credit card, a credit limit, and a Vitality savings account, which Adrian has already touched on. And then I've got some rewards and benefits. I'm not going to go through it here because I'm going to get to it a little later, so please bear with me. And then you say, okay, I'm allowing Discovery to send me some stuff, and we move on. And let's get finished on this application. You'll see my residential address is 1 Discovery Place. That's because I live there at the moment. I have for some time. I'm trying to finish this job along with my team. We've done an amazing job. So, felt more at home there than somewhere else. And now we must put in some pins for your cards. And now you must confirm your delivery address. I'll say deliver to my residential address at Discovery. Verify the various different items. No counter. Don't have to go anywhere else. Cards will be delivered. Let's move on, Joe. You saw this a bit earlier. This is how it looks on the phone. When you see my accounts, I've got the first one was a portfolio view. Sorry, I should have said that. This is the credit card, which, as you know, I wanted a 100,000 limit. It's been allocated to the credit card for now. I've also got a transaction account and also a Vitality savings account. And if I want to add more accounts, I simply press the plus sign and just keep going. Now, let's talk a bit, as Adrian showed you the architecture, you see it on the phone, that you've got the accounts on top and vitality underneath. So if you have a look here, it says my dynamic savings rate is 5% and my dynamic borrowing rate is 13%. That it is calculated on this blue status on a black account on a blue chassis of vitality money. And then I go down a bit further. It shows me my active rewards. Chilton's already done well. And then basically my dynamic discounts, it's set there for me. At this status I get 35% on a local flight, 25% on healthy foods and 60% on gym. Then one of my other key balances at Discovery, my medical aid and my insurance. And it pulls that in as well. So let's go back, let's have a look at a statement. So he said in the beginning, or Adrian said it, unlimited transaction history. So none of this cut off after and then start paying lots of money after a little while. So I'll just page through a few. Now clearly you can see it's simulated because I didn't do all these transactions again, opening it now. But to give you a sense of how it works, we had to simulate some of this. And then I say, I'm actually interested in the detail of one of these transactions. So I'll choose one, mellow yellow, and it gives me the more one level drill down into actually what was that transaction. If I'm interested, I might find that I've actually attached a transaction, a picture of a transaction. So I've got my entire banking capability. No need to file separate slips and go try and find them when you're looking for them. Just snap it with your phone, store it on the app in our document vault, and it's always available for you if you want to. Back to statements. It's turned me into gold. It's very dynamic, this thing. It says real time. And demonstrating the dynamism of the dynamic rates. You see a gold, a black account on a gold chassis gives me a dynamic saving rate of 6.5 and a dynamic borrowing rate of 10. And that's how realistic it will be. It won't sit waiting for you to apply once a year. It's going to keep watching and keep moving. And again, you can see the good news is my active rewards have got a few more, and especially diamond plays, which are very exciting. And then my dynamic discounts have gone up to 65% on flights, 60% on healthy food, and 95% on gym. Okay, let's make a payment, shall we? So I go to my contacts, let's make a contact payment. I'm going to pay a contact. Dinesh, where's Dinesh? Thank you for all the help that you've given us for Vitality. I'm going to give you some money. Dinesh, here's Dinesh. I'm going to fix your picture. It's not so good. Okay, I'm going to tick what I want to do. Is I want to make the payment immediate. So I'm going to pay Dinesh. And that's how fast it is. And the tests we've done, by the time I log off my Discovery app and check on my old bank, the money's already in the account, less than 5 seconds. So you can't say it's always going to be like that. Depends on the other bank, but from us, that's how fast it is. And if the bank's up to speed, it'll be instantaneous. So no more, and at the pricing we're talking about, there's no more on a Friday afternoon saying, oh, if I do this payment now, it's only going to reflect on Monday. It's immediate. And it's immediate over the weekends as well, because I've tested it. 2 o'clock in the morning also. And there, Dinesh can see, I can see I paid Dinesh. Then we go back now home. And the other, I think, great part of this is, if you look at the icon in the top left, called the Discovery Portfolio icon. If I touch that, I get to see all my other business at Discovery. Now, core in the security of what we've built is what we call Discovery Digital ID. And that allows us to move seamlessly without any loss of security between the banking app and the other apps that are part of Discovery and the website. And I think that you'll agree with me, this will just make it very simple and easy. I'm going to log out, and that's a flavor of what we can